Hello, David Lemon here for another Groove LemonAid. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for being here. This is the number 21. We are continuing with answering your questions. There is a couple already. I can see them here on YouTube. There are a couple that came in the Facebook group as well. So we'll get those answered very, very fast. I'm just going to put up the banner over here that we have a Q&A, and then you can free to ask your questions in the comments of this live stream, whether you are on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, wherever you're watching from. You can jump in and then basically ask your questions. I'm going to give my best to answer them all. In the last session, we didn't manage to answer a couple because we went over 2 hours, and then I just answering and talking for 2 hours without getting any breaks is sometimes just too much for me. I needed to just finish up, but I can see some of the questions that were asked last time are coming up today as well, so we'll get those answered, so no worries. Also wanted to mention that all of these Q&As, after they are gone or after they are done from the live, they get uploaded automatically to the Groove video search. So in case you are looking for your answer and you weren't able to attend the live stream, you can just go on to Groove video search and then just search for some of the keywords that you asked about. For example, in case you ask about GrooveSell checkout links, then you can just if you don't attend the actual live stream, you can head over to Groove video search, and after a couple of hours, when the live stream finished, you can just type in Groove video search or GrooveSell checkout links or whatever for these keywords, and you can find these spots in the live stream. There is an automated way that we upload the videos automatically, so after the transcription has done, it usually takes a couple of hours. Then you can find a lot of different information, or basically all the information you can search for that we mention here in these videos. So now that is out of the way, I can see already Anna is watching us here from Brazil. It's good to have you here, Anna. I have a Facebook user over here. Glad to be here today. A great job you're doing. Well done. Thank you very much. I cannot see who you are, so if you have not done this one, I would appreciate if you could just head over to streamyard.com/Facebook and just click on the approve. This will allow StreamYard. Basically, this will allow Facebook to give StreamYard your image and your name, basically to show when you're commenting on these live streams. This way, when you have a question, then I can say, and John has a question about da-da-da, or if you're a lady, then your name or whatever. But basically, it will allow me to see who you are. Okay. There are questions coming in. I would appreciate, guys, if you read this one over here. Please include a Q in front so I can answer it for you. Otherwise, I just breeze through the questions. I breeze through the comments and don't read them. So in case you have a question, please put a Q in front of it so I know that this is a question for me I need to answer. Okay, that is out of the way. So let's just go on and then open up the actual questions. I will answer some of them from the Facebook comments. They were, I believe, 2 or 3 questions on here, and then I will answer the questions that were put on the YouTube live stream announcement. So let's head over to the Facebooks and answer these questions. I'm just going to zoom in a little bit, and we can see the question here from Annie Vong. I would like to know, will I be able to have the following functions in GrooveMember? Let's see. Send invoices for their payment. Should I create an opt-in page in GroovePage, then create a payment page in GrooveSell to do that? So GrooveMember doesn't handle any kind of payment information. Any kind of payments will go directly to GrooveSell. GrooveSell is the payment facilitator for these apps. So at this moment, invoices are sent out directly to the people that purchase. They can also go into the billing.groovesell.com. I mentioned that on the last training, basically on the last Q&A. So billing. GrooveSell.com. So if you have your customers and they would like to download their invoices, you just give them this link, billing.groovesell.com. They type in the email that they use for the purchase of your membership, course, any kind of product that you are selling, and then this way they can access and download their invoices, change their credit card details and things like that. So that's all handled in GrooveSell. This doesn't have anything to do with GrooveMember. GrooveMember is just a platform which has a username, password, login, and you put up your content on there. Okay, so I believe the first one is answered. Should I create an opt-in page in GroovePage, then create a payment page in GrooveSell? So you would need to sell some products. Would it be sell for a $0 amount? So basically just give it away for free. You can create checkout links in GrooveSell for that. Or if it's not a free product, then you actually set up the product price in GrooveSell. And then once you're done, you create a checkout link or a checkout page where you will send the customers to, and then once they purchase from there, then they will be able to access the invoice portal so that they can get their invoices. Okay, question number 2 from Annie Wong. Will I be able to have one-on-one chat with members in GrooveMember? At this moment, we don't have this planned. One-on-one chats is not a functionality that we have in the view at this moment. This is more of a advanced and a future feature that we at this moment don't plan to add. If you would like to see something like that, and there is kind of a request for that in the feedback portal, feedback.groovefunnels.com, you can just come over here, GrooveMember feature request, and then click in here and just type in chat, member chat feature. So you can upvote these. There is quite a few functionalities that you can upvote on. The higher it ranks, just zoom in, the higher it ranks, the more upvotes it has, then you can rest assured that it will be actioned on. Also, we have another one that I created, future Groove requests. This is a new folder I opened because people are just putting all kinds of requests everywhere, and Groove Community Forum platform is one that people also wanted, like not only one-on-one chat, but people to chat between each other, like members to chat between each other. This is a forum or a community request. If you want, you can upload that one as well. This is in the future Groove request on our feedback portal. So feedback.groovefunnels.com, and then you can have a look. So here is the future Groove request behind my big head over here. And there is a GrooveMember feature request. So head over there, and then you can upvote these so that they get implemented faster. Will I be able to lock the training information and release them weekly? Not sure what the lock the training information means, but you can drip feed your content already that's available. So let's just log back into Groove. If you head over to GrooveMember, in the editing mode and the editing panel or the editing screen of your memberships, let's just go and open up this one. So you click on the membership, actions, edit. This will allow you to head over to the access levels, and this is where you manage who gets what and how that content is delivered. So let's just go to the number 5, access levels, and here you can see instant access. If you don't want instant access on some of these categories and subcategories, you can see that there is a little pencil icon where you can drip feed access. You give access to content after a certain number of days after sign up, or you can give them on a specific date. So you basically click in here, select the date, for example this one, and then you have that set up. So now this will be unlocked on that specific day. Okay, so this is already something that you can do. Hopefully that is the one that answers this question. Is there any video to show how to set up an opt-in page and create a funnel and link to GrooveMember? So yes, there are videos, and it is basically where I set it up, but I didn't do an opt-in page. So I didn't do opt-in pages. I did GrooveSell checkouts, and that is what I suggest you to do because it's much easier to handle. So in case let's just go back here. In case you want to see a video on how I did that, there is a video on our YouTube channel, which is called, let's just type in GrooveMember. It's called creating a funnel using GroovePages, GrooveSell, and GrooveMember. So here, this is a full-on training where I created a funnel where I sell basically the whole course, but I didn't use an opt-in page. I used a checkout link or a checkout embed or checkout page actually, which somebody clicks on a link, for example here, buy it now, and they get redirected over to the actual checkout page where you can pay for, like, purchase the course, training, whatever. And if you decide, you can also create this one to be for free. So basically you can create a free product and sign up people the same way, basically. This training was done on 31st of August last year. Since then, there is a new update to GrooveSell, which allows you to modify your checkout links. Previously it was a direct link or an embed link that you get, but you didn't have like options to modify anything. Now you have a proper checkout customization functionality. So how many steps will it have, how many like what colors does it have, and will it have free signups or paid signups and things like that. So that is all managed in GrooveSell. So you can visit that video and you can learn a lot about the process on how to connect these three things together. There was another question here from Louise. She was asking if I can give her a call for some assistance. My answer was that I don't offer personal assistance like this, that we have our support team that they can focus their time on one-on-one trainings. I do one-to-many, so I do these training videos and Q&As, and I answer a lot of questions so that users can go back and find answers that I gave to somebody else. Also, this is why I'm active in the group, because the group things, you basically in the Facebook community, you can go back and search. So in case you type in something in the Facebook group search, you can find things like GrooveSell checkout. If you type in GrooveSell checkout, you'll find content in regards to this one. So how do I change the domain of GrooveSell checkout to GrooveKart as well? Here is a topic on that with 13 comments. There is also videos on here, and so on and so on. So basically you can find this searchable things. Also, my announcements are here most of the time, and you can find your answers fast. And this is one-to-many kind of thing, and I don't do like personal one-on-one, because that would just be unproductive in my opinion. There is support that they can go and look into users' accounts and assist them personally. Okie dokie, let's just go on and answer some of these questions from the live stream. The first question I have from YouTube is from Ben. Hi, David. I would like to review GrooveSell custom checkout fields and how to export them for the customer and vendor after the sale is complete. Okay, so this would require a duct taping app like Pabbly, Integrately, Zapier, SyncSpider, or whatever can handle any kind of webhooks. Let me just show you how I would do that. So if you are not aware, Pabbly is a Zapier alternative. If you go to I posted about this deal on our on my private Facebook wall. So in case you're in the group, you can click on my name and see that post on my feed or wall or however they call it. But if you type in also Pabbly lifetime deal, they are running an option where you can purchase the software and use it like without any limits, without any time limits. There are no monthly fees. I will be using Pabbly today to show you. So Pabbly Connect is the name of that platform. It's very similar to Zapier, and it does basically the same things. It's just new, and it's more personalized. This is the founder that you can see here. You don't see the Zapier founder anywhere in the videos. So anyway, what we want is to have GrooveSell, where somebody purchases, they fill out the custom fields, that custom fields also to be sent somewhere else. And I believe Ben was talking about how to export them for the customer and the vendor. So how to make sure that the vendor basically the person that sells the product, and also the customer that purchased the product get information about something in those custom fields. I'm just going to do a quick demo on how I would set this up, on how I set this up, because I did that a couple of times already. If you're using Integrately, if you're using Zapier, in case you're using anything else, this will be a very similar process. Buttons will be on different places in a different apps. But Pabbly and Integrately, I was working with the founders, and they implemented GrooveSell to be an app. So in case you click here and if you type in GrooveSell, there you go, GrooveSell. So you can click on GrooveSell and you can have it give you a webhook in order to make this a bit faster, make this a bit more streamlined. So what we are doing is we'll just use this LemonAid book as an example. If you go into Manage Products, as you can see, I have a couple of products here, and we're just going to use this first LemonAid book. So if we click on the Edit Product button, this is going to give us the edit section of this product. So we can go and have a look how it looks like. So we have two price points. One is a $1 a month price point, and there is another one for $99. It's a very, very pricey book over here. Anyway, that's what we need. Price point, the different options of price points or whatever you're selling. You can also do this on free products as well. So the next part is, if you have set up, if you've gone through the product setup process, in the checkout, there are form fields, and here you can add custom form fields. Okay, so let's just add a field name which will ask for the date of birth, DOB, or you can type in date of birth, for example. Okay, if you want to like mark this information, so you can send customers some specific coupons or updates on their birthdays, or for example, a lot of e-commerce stores are doing that they are collecting this information and then contacting the customer on their birthdays with some discounts and even gifts. So date of birth, and let's just do another one. How did you hear about us? How did you hear about us? It's a very frequent question that users normally ask, or the actual companies ask. So let's just add this on. So now I want to connect this information, date of birth and how did you hear about us. This is set up in the number 5 of the product editing setup. And in the form field section, this is where you can add custom fields. So the custom fields will not show up in any reporting in GrooveSell, but they will be set up to be sent using webhooks. So in step number 8 of GrooveSell product setup, you can see members integration webhooks for the different price points on here. Let me just zoom in, so maybe it's going to be better for you guys. LemonAid book, $1 a month price point, and also the second price point for the regular price. In case you want to set up different kind of actions, like on the first one, you can send out an email after somebody purchases, like, thank you very much for giving this trial, for giving a chance to this trial. We're sure you will like it, yada, yada, yada. And on the other one, thank you for your purchase of this book. We are 100% sure that you're going to like it. Please let us know if you have any questions and things like that. So basically, you can do different actions for the different price points. I'm just going to set up the same thing. So once we have GrooveSell, we can decide what we want to do. So the easiest thing would be to just go and send them an email. Like you type in Gmail over here, and then this is going to allow you to choose an action. So if somebody purchased a product, what to do? Send an email. Okay, so that's it. So now we can head over and create a workflow on this one. So possible workflows when product purchased in GrooveSell, send an email in Gmail. Click, try it now. Then here we have the webhook URL. Okay, you can click to copy, and this is going to be very similar in each and every app that you're using. Zapier is one that I did trainings on before, but Zapier makes you pay for this webhooks, so it's not available on the free plan. So in case you're using these webhooks, you cannot use them on the free plan. If you're using Integrately, which is a very similar duct taping app, as I call them. These are basically connectors, like how to connect one app to the other one if they are not directly integrated. Then platforms like Pabbly, Integrately, Zapier will help you. Integrately will give you, on a free plan, 500 tasks, and they also give you webhooks. So in case you don't want to pay for anything right now, if you just want to play around, you can use Integrately. I'll just type in Integrately. .com. You can go on here and then sign up for this one. You can also refer your friends and get up to 6,000 tasks a month for lifetime, so you will not need to pay in case you just bring in your customers or friends or whoever you can share this with. But yeah, these two platforms I highly suggest. These are the startups that are going to be big in the future, and I love them. Both of the founders are awesome, and they help out everybody that has any issues. So anyway, we are here in GrooveSell. We chose this price point. You click the add new webhook, and this is where you paste in this link that you got from the platform that you're using. Also, I'm just going to add this onto this price point as well. Once you're done, you click save. That's it. Okay, if you are setting up a product from scratch, you need to go through step by step. I already had a product set up, so I just added on this information. So the checkout fields, the custom checkout fields, and also the webhooks. Okay, so now we can go over to the checkout cart button, which I clicked, and here it is going to allow us to create a custom checkout link. So I'll go to the create button in the upper right hand side corner and just say custom fields test. This is just for me to know what it is for. This is where you type in the name of the checkout for yourself to understand for what you're using it for. So here you can choose how many steps. Will it be in one step or multi-step? I'm just going to keep it simple and use one step. Here you can decide which price points you want. You can turn on or turn off the different price points. And then look and feel. The look and feel, you can disable the bar, and you can do all sorts of fancy stuff like doing custom colors and things like that. I'm just going to use the regular blue one. And here in the form fields, it gives you again an option to choose and also add on custom fields in case you want it. So you can enable or disable the ones that you want and the ones that you don't want. And then once you're done, you can click save and next. If you want, you can collect username, password fields over here. I don't want to do that. If you have some tracking or pixels or analytics that you want to add on, then you paste this here. But if you don't want that, then you just go to the links section. So what we're doing now is we're going to be testing this out. We need to make sure that Pabbly, Zapier, Integrately, or whatever platform you're using, that it collects some information through this webhook. So this is what we are doing now. We created a checkout link, and we'll need to do a test payment for it. As you can see here, I don't have a payments enabled on this funnel, so I'm just going to go back very quickly and enable payments so we can test this out. Okay. So I'm just going to add a credit card. Bam. Okay. So here we go. So now, once everything is done, once we have the actual checkout link where we set up the collection of these custom fields, when we set up the actual webhooks, then we can give it a test. First, we need to click capture webhook response, or in Zapier and Integrately and other platforms, you have a different button, but they do the same thing. They are waiting for information to be sent over. So we'll click on this one, capture webhook response, and then we'll fill this out. So I'm just going to use some dummy information on here. Date of birth, this is going to be the 12th of July. 1999, whatever. How did you hear about us? Google and Facebook ads. Okay, we type in the credit card number, which is the test credit card number from Stripe, which is 4242 all the way. I agree to the terms and conditions, and then we do the purchase. So once this goes through, Pabbly will receive this information. So you can see here, we actually created this purchase, and Google is asking us to do we want to save this info, like do we want to save the credit card? We were transferred over, and here we are waiting for this information. Now you can see immediately I didn't touch anything. It just gave us the information that we actually submitted. So the buyer's first name is Anna, buyer's last name is Banana, buyer's email is this one. We collected the product information like LemonAid book, the affiliate name, the affiliate email. We collected all this information, and here you can see date of birth and how did you hear about us. These are the custom fields that we collected as well, Google and Facebook ads. Okay, so now if you want, you can go and click to the other task that you want to send an email. You collect your Gmail. So I already connected my Gmail, so I'm just going to use that one. You can connect your Gmail. Basically, it will ask you to log into your Gmail account. And here you can construct an email if you want to send an email to somebody. For example, let's just send ourselves an email like Anna Banana purchased this product and she filled out the custom fields with date of birth and da da da. So recipient name, enter recipient name. This will be ourselves. So like just type in David Lemon. Recipient email. I'm just going to send it to myself, david@groovedigital.com. From name. Okay, so the from name is going to be the actual like somebody, the store name, product name, or the business name. Let's just say LemonAid funnel, or let's just type in LemonAid Groove funnel. Okay, from email, it doesn't really matter. It is going to be usually I would put here the support email when communicating with the customers, but for yourself it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to put in david@groovedigital.com as well. So what we're doing is sending ourselves an email with purchase information. Email subject will be a new purchase of the LemonAid book. Okay, an email message. Here we can fill out the email message with hey, or a new purchase new purchase happened. Let me zoom in a bit. New purchase happened. And if you click here, you can see all the information that was collected. So new purchase happened by, for example, from or by, and then you can click on here, by Anna Banana, and then the custom fields answered were, and you type in date of birth here, and then you just scroll down and just click on the information that was collected. Okay, let me zoom out a bit. It's strange, I cannot like go all the way down. Let's just search for it. Date of birth, here we go, date of birth. And if we go and ask, how did you hear about us, it's going to be here. There we go. How did you hear about us? This is going to be the reply. Okay, we can also type in some things like product info, and then we type in I don't know, LemonAid book, and maybe price point. Just type in price. reach out to them that their scrolling option is not that good. They were doing updates to the whole system yesterday, and this may have caused some things to change, but affiliate commission over here, let's just leave it at that. Let's just leave it at the product name. Okay, so now we can see and test it out. Save and send test response. So now potentially we should receive an email. Here we go. There we go. A new purchase of a LemonAid book. New purchases happened by Anna Banana. Product info, LemonAid book. Custom fields answered were date of birth. How did you hear about us? Google and Facebook ad. So this is how you can manage. You don't necessarily need to send this to an email. You can collect this information also through a Trello board, Airtable, whatever you're using, wherever you want to send this information. But that's just how it works, basically, through webhooks. You go into GrooveSell, you set up the webhooks, you make sure you save these custom fields. Also in the fulfillment step number 8, you set up the webhooks that the platform you're using, Pabbly, Integrately, whatever, give you, and then you just set this up, set this automation. So the collected information to be sent over to somewhere else, to a different app, and then you can use these to automate a lot of different tasks. You can do also multi-step automations, where you, after the email has been sent, add this information somewhere else, and then somewhere else, and then somewhere else, and things like that. Okay, that was a kind of a longer response to the first question, but I'm pretty confident that it will help a lot of you. If you are thinking about getting the any kind of duct taping app, my suggestions are Integrately is awesome, and it offers a free option as well. But in case you would like to pay once and just use it for a long time, you can use Pabbly. And they, at this moment in time, which is the 16th of April, they are running a one-time price offer, so you may want to grab that as well. Is there a way to have GrooveMember send one email out for all levels the customer has achieved? Feedback from my test are showing that multiple emails in one shot are confusing. So the emails that are sent are being sent after an upsell or an upgrade. Once you set this up and somebody upgrades, basically goes to different access level, that the email is sent out to let them know that the access levels have changed. So I don't think this is something that people worry about. I personally like to know that my access has been bumped up. We will have custom email options later on. I don't know if this will tackle the access levels emails. I know that it will tackle the welcome emails, but at this moment, if you would like to have some changes on this area, feel free to reach out to the feedback portal and request that on there. You also talk about support ticket not being responded in 5 days. I looked into it. The actual support is working on your ticket. They actually need to access your account and things like that. So please just be patient a bit. I saw you had 3 conversations with support. They came back to you super fast every time, so I don't think you should worry about that. Hecton, what features does the affiliate wallet have? We don't have an affiliate wallet yet. How do I distribute the commissions once an affiliate buys from my affiliate site? You pay them out manually. You need to pay them out using Wire or PayPal at this moment. When our wallet will be available, we'll have systems set up for automatic payments as well. We'll also have Groove offer you an option where we will pay out your affiliates. There will be a commission applied to that one, so that you pay us a certain percentage so that we handle that for you, which is the option I will go for if I ever have a funnel there where I collect affiliates and things like that. It just sorts out a lot of hurdles. But at this moment, we don't have the affiliate wallet. I don't have information how it will work and what features it will have. We'll just need to see when it comes out. Okay, let me see. Please, guys, if you have a question, please put a Q in front of your questions. I can see a lot of questions over here, but they don't have a Q. So make sure you put a Q. You can see it here in the bottom banner. Whenever we have a Q&A, I put it up here. It says, please include a Q in front so I can answer it for you. Otherwise, there's a lot of comments coming in for both platforms, and it's just, I just don't want to read them all. If you have a question, I need to answer it live. Please make sure you put in a Q. When will Chrome autofill work for checkout? It's actually being worked on right now. It's a bit of a speed bump when people are registering. Yeah, that's actually in progress in the Trello board. Let me just see if there were any updates on it. I'm not going to show my screen. I'm just going to look into it very quickly. Pum, pum, pum. Yeah, there are no comments on it, but it's in the progress. It's forms pre-populate with cookies. That's basically being worked on by the devs. So at this moment, there is no update. It is in progress. I don't have ETA because there are no communication about it. So soon. Paulo, hi David. Are GroovePages and ChatMatic going to be integrated with GrooveMail? Yes, this is being worked on right now. It is a longer change because not only our platform needs improvement, but also ChatMatic. ChatMatic doesn't have, they only have one-way webhooks. Basically, they can send information, they cannot receive information. We would like to have it both ways. So at this moment, both of the companies, both of the software, like both of the devs from both softwares are working on making this happen. Hi David, please, how can I create this kind of form with dropdown? Which different services can be selected in GroovePages? Should I send the image so that you can understand what I mean? I understand you would like to have a dropdown, but I don't we don't have a dropdown option in GroovePages. You would need to use a third-party platform for that. Any kind of form builder would work. The one that I'm using is Question Scout. Is super awesome and I love it. Question Scout is a paid option at this moment, but if you want, you can use that. There is another one that I usually often refer to because it is a very generous. It has a very generous free option, free account, and it's also a startup, so they are quite new. It's called Tally.so. Tally is very easy to use. As you can see, this is how it looks like. It's just like what we have in GrooveBlog, like just typing stuff out, and then you click on the plus, and then you can have all sorts of different things. You can have unlimited forms, unlimited responses. You can have file uploads. You can have all kinds of integrations and things like that. And they have very generous free plan, and they basically do all sorts of stuff. So that's my suggestion, to check Tally out. It's pretty good. So yeah, and there it is. Features available to all users for free and without limits. Here you go. You can see all of these are available. There are some limits that they basically they give you. They give you collaboration, no branding commissions, custom domains, and things like that. But they have a super generous free option that nobody else can give you. I haven't seen anyone else. I'm not working with them. I don't have anything to do with them, but I found them, and I believe that what they're doing is awesome. They have inbuilt Google Sheet integration. Somebody fills out the form and you collect all the information in a Google Sheet, and that's built in. So it's great. I suggest you to check it out. Tally.so, Tally, as you can see over here, Tally.so. You can embed this on your GroovePages site, and you can use this as a form option instead if you need drop downs. But we don't have drop downs built into the system at this moment. Okay. With the update and the new release of GrooveBlog, GrooveMail will be a video training step-by-step on how to guide us how to use better the platform. When we slow down with the actual releases and the UI updates, there are huge UI updates coming along the way. Like we're changing the icons, we're changing the complete dashboard. Most of the apps will have UI changes. And at this moment, if we create the training for it in a month, 2 months, we'll need to change all of the trainings. So it doesn't really make sense to create trainings at this moment. We hired Elliot. Elliot is probably watching this video right now. We hired Elliot. He's going to be cranking out video content and trainings and all sorts of stuff. I'm still going to be doing the trainings on here and maybe an imperfect action or a challenge or two a year. But at this moment, currently, we are advancing with development so fast that it doesn't make sense to create like a future-proof trainings, because it just like doesn't make sense. It will need to be updated week after week. What happens when a customer clicks on submit form? Where do we send it to? How do we achieve that? What happens when a customer clicks on submit form? Well, it depends where you connected it. You need to connect the form to go somewhere. I'm confident that you're talking about GroovePages forms. So let me just log into GroovePages and show you what to do. Let me just go out here. If we head over to GroovePages, here, I'm just going to go to page 7, for example, on here, and let's see. Let's just throw in a form. Let's just choose a Weber form here on the top. So now I have an email and the name form over here with a subscribe option. If I want, for example, this one to be email, if I want this one to be name, if I want this button to be the actual submit button, if you set all this up using the right hand sidebar over here in the configure, you can click somewhere in between these form fields, and this will collect the Aweber component or the form component, which will give you options to configure it. So in this case, I don't have an Aweber option. I don't have an Aweber integration connected to my account. I'm just going to come over here to forms and show you with a default form like this. There we go. So name and email. I click somewhere in between, and this will choose the form container, as you can see here in the top. If you click on the configure option, it allows you to select an integration or a post. Post is basically webhook, which I showed you earlier. If you have Pabbly or Integrately, you can just let's just go back to Pabbly. You can go and copy over a webhook over here from these apps, Integrately, Pabbly, Zapier, and things like that, and you can use that instead, and then connect GroovePages with different apps that are available within these platforms. But most of the time, people are using the integrations that are available and directly integrated with our system. So you choose that over here, you click select, and you choose your integrations that you set up with your account. If you don't have any here, this means that you didn't set up integrations yet. So you can click onto the upper right hand side corner here, my integrations, and then you can add an integration and set it up from here. So these are all the apps: Active Campaign, Aweber, Campaign Monitor, Web Form, Ever Webinar, and so on and so on and so on, that we integrate directly. So without a need of an external app like Pabbly, Integrately, Zapier. So these are automatically and instantly integrated to our system, and you can communicate. Basically, Groove can communicate with these apps without the need of a third-party app. If the app that you want is not here, you can still use this post functionality that I was talking about. Basically the same way I showed you earlier how to use webhooks in GrooveSell. Basically, you need to just copy over that link over here from Pabbly, Zapier, Integrately, click update, and you need to test out your form. So you need to publish your page and test out your form by typing in a name and email, and then Pabbly or the Integrately and other platforms will pull in the information that you sent over to the form. So that is the way to go about that. Yeah, it's not that complicated, but it is. If somebody doesn't show it to you, doesn't explain it to you like what I just did, it may be a bit confusing. So there's that. Okay, this is not for me. Does Pabbly integrate with GroovePages or just GrooveSell right now? They have created just an app which gives you a webhook. For GrooveSell, they didn't do for GroovePages, but Integrately did two icons, which is going to give you webhooks anyway, one for GroovePages and one for GrooveSell. So Integrately did two icons. Pabbly just did one icon so far, but we're going to have direct integration with them without the need of webhooks very soon. That's being worked on. So we're going to extend Zapier's capabilities first. Zapier we integrate directly with. And once that's done, we're going to use the same tasks and same automations that we created for Zapier, and use them on Pabbly, Integrately, Integromat, and others. When will they add the full reporting and exporting capability in GrooveSell so that you don't have to use webhooks? In GrooveSell, I don't think that we are going to have the custom fields reported or shown. It is going to be in GrooveMail somewhere. I don't know when that is going to come. Is there a way to recover the data if the webhook fails? Great question. I don't know. At this moment, I didn't hear about webhooks failing. So I don't really know what to do if a webhook fails. So far, we run a couple of paid options, a couple of paid programs through webhooks that I used Pabbly, and we never had any issues. Pum, pum, pum. Okay, I just lost the comments on here. Perfect. Here we go. Hi, David. I'm working through your imperfect action challenge and using IDPLR products. My IDPLR product doesn't seem to have privacy terms and support text included. Can I ask, is this compulsory, and if so, do you know of a site to help me create these, please? Yes, Paul. So it depends on the product that you're selling. Sometimes they don't include this information, but some default generic terms and conditions, privacy policies you can just find by looking up on Google, like terms and conditions generator. There you go. You can find a lot of these. There is terms and conditions generator. This is something that I was using. You just fill out this information on here, your company name, website URL, and your business information on here, and then it gives you like a demo. This is how it will look like. It's going to give you this one with your information filled in on certain places like company name over here, website name, and things like that. So you can use these instead of the ones provided to you by the system. But normally those that come with the actual product, those are created and specifically modified so that they can handle like they cover the paid ads functionalities and things like that. So if your product doesn't have that, then this is the alternative. There are other platforms and other options as well, like for example hiring somebody on Fiverr to write it for you. A lot of these people have like niche specific and industry specific and purpose specific templates that they can create using the information you provide, like business information, product information, where you want to advertise and things like that. And very cheap, you can create custom made like legal pages for your business. So there's that. There are these generators, free generators that you can use, but it just depends how much you want to invest in that. Can you put the name of the integration software in the chat that you mentioned a few moments ago? It's Pabbly, Pabbly.com, Pabbly.com, or just type in Pabbly and Integrately. Okay, both of which will be connected to Groove soon. Is GrooveMail available now? It is available, but it's not sending out emails. Most probably you didn't want to know about that part. Give me just a second. Okay, here we go. So GrooveMail is going to be re-released and turn on. Basically, will turn on the sending in at the beginning of May, which is very short amount of time from today. But it's getting better. It has Twilio, like sending SMS campaigns as well as possible right now. It will have all sorts of security features, different IP addresses, and it's like basically it's a beast. So soon it's going to be turned on. At this moment we are doing tests, some extra development. We'll have a demo very soon internally. Like the company will review it before it goes live, just to make sure everything is in there that we want to be in there. Are there plans to have an option to keep track of taxes per checkout, meaning they could annually be entered in and made part of the final price? I don't know about this one. Handling taxes, we don't try to do ourselves like GrooveSell. At this moment, I don't think we have any plans for managing taxes inside the software, because it gets very, very complex, like different countries, and then sometimes you need to tax it where you're selling, like in your country, and also when you're selling in somebody else's country. And it's like very complex. Our plans for now is to integrate with TaxJar, or an alternative to TaxJar, basically a platform that automates this handling of taxes. So that's what's planned that I know of. I don't know of any other systems that we plan to do right now at this time, at this point in time, to manage taxes. Okay. Hi, David. Can you explain how we pay affiliates from Butterfly Marketing Concept membership if wallet isn't available? How can it work now? So when you sold something through an affiliate, there is the refund period and the buffer period that needs to pass. And then once that period passed, then you will get in the reporting the actual like affiliate commissions will show up that they are ready to be paid. Once you click on the pay option, either the affiliate wants to be paid in PayPal, or either they want to be paid in like wire transfer, then you will need to manage that manually on PayPal, or manually on the basically system that you're using to pay out wire transfers. At this moment, it is not automatic with wallet system. It will be it will be integrated, so that we have a system to pay out manual manual like commissions. We'll also have an option to pay out automatic commissions, and the third option will be to leave Groove and have Groove pay out commissions. Okay. Question from Eric. What are going to be the next big release for GrooveMember? I'm getting ready to launch about 30 courses, and would like to know what features to look forward to. I can tell you. I need to look it up as well, because there is so much that we planned. But at this moment, we're working on a couple of things, like making portals responsive, making the customization available, so that you can control the colors and things like that. Now that the platform is more stable, we're also working on, where is GrooveMember? Here we go. We're working on, let me tell you, give me just a second. Custom domains is being worked on for memberships and portals as well. Some builder options are being worked on. Yeah, as I said, color palette and customization for portals. And that's what I can see so far. There are other requests, but we didn't decide the priorities and how it is going to be worked on. But these are the changes that are being worked on right now. So custom domains, color customizations, mobile responsiveness, Oh yeah, language translations as well. So we are going to be starting to translate the tech side of things to other languages, and we are preparing the system and the user interface on how to manage the language translation, like the language switcher and things like that. So that's being worked on right now. We're going to also keep the sidebar menu cached so that the user know where the actual stopped and and these sorts of things. So nothing major from my perspective on here. Um, Oh yeah, custom welcome email. So you'll be able to choose whether to send out an email to the members to log into a membership directly or to log into a portal, so they can see multiple of your memberships and basically get access to more if they are a part of more. We're also planning in the future. This is closer to April, to end of April, in May, getting rid of the wizard, so it will not be a step 1, step 2, step 3, but we're also going to make it more like a builder, like GroovePages. So the settings will be on the sidebars that you can manage, like access levels and things like that. And basically everything will be from the builder side of things. We're also going to do work on comments and replies to comments. And what else? Dummy posts. We're going to create dummy posts so that you can just like fill up some dummy information and then just have different layouts and switch those up. Yeah, basically that's what I can see. Oh, draft mode, and draft mode to post. So if you are not fully ready to publish something yet, then you can put it in draft mode. Yeah, that's kind of it for the next, for this sprint that we have right now. That's basically it. That's already quite a lot of functionality. I believe having things mobile responsive, having things custom, like in a colors that you want, on the domain that you want, is already great. Everything on top of that is just extra. We're going to be doing some fixes all the time. When we do some changes, there are fixes needed, so that's also calculated in the actual time. Can I use an external form for non-supported autoresponder, either by change of the form action or by using iframe with an external form built by their form builder? Yes. So that's what I do. Like, I use Question Scout. I embed the form on the pages and just use that. I know that GroovePages doesn't offer all the form functionalities, and we don't try to create all the form functionalities because soon we are going to go to a different form structure, where it will allow you to like customize your form. This is going to be some sort of a, like, we don't like to call it that, but Groove Forms kind of capabilities, where basically you will have like all the form capabilities with coming of Groove Survey and Groove Quiz. We need more form options, and these form options will be also taken into to like taken into other apps as well, so that you can create more awesome forms than what we have right now. So the options that are available in GroovePages are soon going to be like removed, and you're going to be making forms in a separate section of Groove. Let's just call it Groove Forms for now, but it's going to be like a form builder capability. So it will be probably like when you go into GroovePages, you'll just drag out the form and then you decide what to do with it. Do you want to connect it to GrooveMail? Do you want to connect it to Aweber? What do you want to have, like, certain form functionalities, and then you build it out, and then you just have that kind of appear on your page once done. So that's still in the future. That's being worked on with the new apps, Groove Survey, Groove Quiz coming, but we'll see how it turns out. Hey man, great to be here and congratulations on your promotion. Thank you very much. Are there any updates coming to GrooveKart in the future, like the ability to edit header and more fonts, video background, and more print-on-demand partners? There are functionalities coming to GrooveKart. GrooveKart has received already a couple of great updates. I'm going to be doing a video on that next week. We're just waiting for a couple of changes. Mostly bug fixes for these past 2 weeks, but next sprint we're adding on the capability to import products, which is a big request for quite a long time. We'll also be working on subscriptions soon. We're also having talks about affiliate program for GrooveKart. We'll be making changes and allowing webhooks and API connections to outside apps during the summer period, so somewhere after May, sometime in June, July, we'll have API and webhooks available, so other platforms, print-on-demand partners can come and join us and basically integrate with GrooveKart. So we don't need to do all of the work ourselves. At this moment, more fonts, video backgrounds, header options are coming. Like we have pre-designed headers. We are not going to have like what you can do in footer. We don't plan to have like a drag and drop header editing functionality. We will add on more header designs and layouts that are our designer, like Damien, created, which are super, super cool and beautiful, and we'll get those added in. There's like, I don't know, 10, 15 different header designs that basically happen on 90% of the websites, on modern websites and modern stores. So that's going to satisfy the majority of users, and there will not be really a need to drag and drop anything in the header. More fonts, that's, I believe, something that can be done. Video backgrounds, that's also something that can be done. I don't have information about these smaller ones, but the bigger ones I just mentioned, this is planned for the near future. I'm getting this on my GrooveKart help desk. Your store have live domain, but MX records are different from GrooveKart mail server. Could you please show me how to edit those DNS records? I wouldn't be able to show you because I don't have a system for that. But basically, you need to go into your DNS records in GrooveKart. I'll show you how to do it, but I cannot show you exactly what to do because I cannot demonstrate it on how I do it because I don't have a domain that is connected to GrooveKart with this setup. So I'm just going to share my screen on here. There we go. So in GrooveKart, you go to settings, domain. Hopefully this one. Yeah, this one doesn't have a full. Let me just check. Jar it up. This one will have. Your domain needs to be hosted with GrooveKart. That's not what I wanted. This is what I wanted. Once you connect a root domain to GrooveKart, then you can manage these MX records from here. And this will allow you to do these types of things. So you need to have MX record. So you go to add DNS record, you choose MX, and you put in the details that GrooveKart actually gives you on that page where you see that. Once you did that, it is going to show up like this. Okay. Then it also mentions TXT records. Like you need to add, I believe, 3 TXT records and also a SRV record. These are all need to be here. You add them very simply by clicking the add DNS record in the upper right hand side corner. And then you just add this MX record, SRV, and TXT records so that you can use that support email that GrooveKart provides you. So once you set everything up, this is how it will look like, and then you can just start using the actual webmail from when you go to orders help desk. You're going to have a free custom webmail that you can use for support@yourdomain.com. So it's basically just creating these, copy pasting over the information from the page where it gives you basically on the help desk page where it gives you that information, just copy pasting it to a DNS records, following those instructions that they tell you on there. So there's that. Okay, there's a queue in here. Congratulations on your promotion and success in your new position. Well deserved. Thank you very much, Eduardo. I appreciate it. How can I order the sequence of elements that are inside the block that make up the body of my website page? Meaning, when I view the content on my page on PC, it looks good, but that is in parallel from left to right. A text, an image in the text in the new in the next block, a text and image. Okay, so basically you have an image text, you want it to be image text when you also bring it on mobile and not reverse. So at this moment there is a problem with the system that I showed earlier, because our hiding of blocks and elements in GroovePages is not working properly. But there is another solution. In case you go to YouTube and you type in inverse columns GroovePages. Okay, so this was created by one of the users of Groove. So inverse column Groove. You're going to get this video, how to inverse column in mobile view in GroovePages. This is going to show you a very neat trick. Just copy paste a piece of code and follow this instruction. This is a 6-minute video from Jean-Francois. He gives you also the code you need to use, and it's going to make sure that it basically does that. So if you have image, text, and then here image, text, then it's going to make sure that the images are first, and then text, image, text, image, text, and so on. So that's basically it. You follow this training. It says how to inverse column in mobile view in GroovePages. Is going to allow you to do what you're trying to do. What happens when a customer completes a form? Can you give us a walkthrough on what to do? What happens when a customer completes a form? Like, they completed a form and you decide where to go. Like, you set up the integration, then you set up a custom a thank you page, like a redirect. Where do you want to redirect the person whenever somebody filled out a form? You can also set up a pop-up. So you can set up a pop-up to show when somebody filled out the form, connected an integration, show a pop-up which will say, thank you for your submission, we received your feedback, or something like that. Let me just open up, where do I have here? GroovePages. I'm going to show you quickly. Pages. I should have, yeah, here we go. So I have my form. After the form was connected over here to an integration, I'll just choose an integration. MailChimp account. You choose what list to go to, and then here you have thank you redirect link. What do you want to do with the customers after they filled out the form and click the subscribe button? Do you want to send them to a different page on your site within the page builder? Do you want to send them to a block, like maybe scroll down to a certain block? Do you want to maybe send them to a different URL, maybe to your Facebook community or anywhere else, really? Or do you want to maybe just open a pop-up, maybe show them thank you for filling out the form, we will come back to you shortly, or something like that? It basically, you decide what to do. Once you have, for example, let me just copy this URL over. If you want to send them to a URL, you paste that in, click the update button, and now if somebody fills out this form, they will be redirected over to this link on here. This is the Facebook group link. So that's about that. You need to decide that yourself, what to do with the customers. Do you know if Zapier will integrate with Sendshark? I don't have information about it, but I know that we have tried to integrate with Sendshark, but they don't have integrations from their side. They said that they will do integrations from their side. They don't. So at this moment, Sendshark is the one that you should reach out. Zapier. Let me just see if they have. We wanted to do an integration from our end with them, but they said they don't do integrations. So I was like, okay. Let's just see. Make a Zap. Well, let me just show you what I'm doing. I just went to Zapier and I'm just looking for Sendshark. Send. Yeah, they don't do Zapier. I don't know if they do send shark.com. Shark, I missed the K. Shark.com. I don't know if they do webhooks. If they do webhooks, then you can do a lot of the things that I showed you. Let me just search web hook. There is no information about that. So not sure. Really not sure. Integrations. What integrations? I don't know. You will need to ask them, but at this moment, Sandshark doesn't do integrations. If they could do webhooks, then you could have integration with them, but otherwise, it's hard to say. I tried making a coupon in GrooveSell, but it doesn't show on the checkout form. Maybe you missed. Maybe you did it for a different price point, or maybe you didn't. Maybe you did it for an upsell product. On upsell products, it doesn't usually show up if you are having like a straight through checkouts. I don't know. Cheryl, just go into GrooveSell and try to create a new checkout form, checkout link for the exact product that you created the coupon for. I tested that earlier, and just last week did an announcement about the coupons, and I tested it thoroughly. I didn't have any issues with it. So you need to make sure that you create the coupon code for a particular product, particular funnel. Like you decide, and then create a new checkout link for that one, and then it should be all good. How to integrate ProoveSource to Groove, or is it even possible? Like, I don't know what kind of integration ProoveSource needs, but we have GrooveProof. Basically, it's whenever somebody purchases from you, then you can show up a little pop-up in the left or wherever you want. Basically, you show up a pop-up so that it says that there was a purchase on the page. So it's GrooveProof. It's already built into GrooveSell. If you want, type in GrooveProof in a Google or YouTube or the Facebook group, and you will find information on how to set that up. Question: how do you integrate? Okay, that's another, basically the same thing. I'm having difficulty capturing emails from a form created in Groove to a list created in Groove. I've taken the embed code from that list and put it into my form, but when I test it, it doesn't capture the emails. What am I doing wrong? I wouldn't be able to say. I would need to see the video on how the email is, like the form is created, how it is all put together. I cannot answer that this way, but record a short video on how you set everything up, give as much information as possible, and create a support ticket so they can look into this form for you. Please, guys, in case you have a question, include a Q in front of your question so I can get to it. Otherwise, I just I go through the very quickly with my eyes, but there's no Q. I don't really click on it and spend time in answering it. So I may have missed this one. Is there a way to add processing fee charging GrooveSell? Please include a Q in front. That's the reason why I have this little banner on here, just to mention that please put a Q in front. Just because I don't want to read questions or comments that the people are answering each other's questions on there. Processing fee, there is no way to add a processing fee other than calculating it in the actual price. There is no form field where you put in add that much fee on the purchase in GrooveSell. You calculate it directly in price. The same thing is for shipping fees. At this moment, there is no way to set up a shipping fee in GrooveSell because it's mostly done for digital products. Okay, how are affiliates going to get commissions if the payment is on installment, like per period? They have commission, or do they have to wait for the whole amount to get paid? Then they can have their commission. Great question. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe after a payment, the refund and the buffer period has gone through, then you can pay out the commissions. It's a great question. I don't think the whole amount needs to be paid out because when Groove pays out commissions on installments, I get partial commissions. So I believe you can pay out commissions to your buyers after each installment has been processed, because that's Groove. That's how Groove does it. So that's what I'm thinking. Hey David, thanks for all the in-depth walkthroughs as always. I heard you got a promotion. Congrats. Thank you. Your hard work doesn't go unrecognized. Absolutely. Thank you very much, James. I was very happy I could fill in this position. We need somebody in this company that is in each and every chat, in each and every group, and I was kind of nosy from the beginning because I wanted to learn, I wanted to know more, and I just do it naturally anyway. So I'm kind of created for this position. Thank you very much, James. Mozilla is asking a question: is it possible to use social login on opt-in page? No, it's not yet. If you want, you can request it on the feedback portal. Will you please define all of the display settings and show examples? Doesn't really, you don't really need to know about it. The ones that you need to know about is block, display, and none at this moment. We are removing that entirely. Like, the users don't need to know that. This is something for this is something when you leave developers to develop a platform which is going to be used by users that don't know the code. They think that this needs to be there, but it doesn't. Like, why do I need to know if this is flex or flex inline flex or this and that? Like, it's tech talk. We don't need tech talk. You will not get smarter if you know what it does. It's basically technology needs to do this if you click a button. So we're removing that completely in the next instance of GroovePages. It will be still available for those tech users, but it's not necessary for you to know. If you want to hide something on a certain device, you'll be able to click the icon, a crossed icon of an eye. It's like don't show, and that's it. You don't really need to go into the CSS attributes and the things like that, which is what we have right now. Like, in case you go to layout, then you have inline flex and this and that. It's completely unnecessary to know. At this moment, I would just leave it out. Like, don't worry about it. Just continue building your pages as you have it. Use the pre-made blocks, the things that are already pre-made for you there. If you want, there is information about that. Just use the search functionality. I already explained that a couple of times. There's also users in the group that explained it, and it's CSS. You can also you like search it on YouTube, like different layout, like web layouts, and then you'll get an explanation for all of these options. It's nothing new. It's just that we really don't need it in the builder because it's is just making the confusion in our users opinions or point of views. Ever since October, when I made my first Groove affiliate sale, the commission payouts are not automatic even after 60 days of purchase until I contact support several times before I get paid. Not sure why is that. I don't have information about that. It would need to be looked into it. I don't know what this question is for. So there is really no question in this sentence. Let's just see the next one. For a customer buying Groove upgrade on a payment plan, the commission payout for payment other than the first installment, it still takes more than 55, 65 days. It is for, let me just show you here. For everybody that is joining in the promoting Groove as an affiliate, if you head over to GrooveJV, jv.com, okay, and if you scroll down to the bottom of the page, I'm just going to scroll down directly, we have the rules affiliate terms and conditions. Okay, so here you have some of our sales start with trial. In that case, you will see a sale notification for a commission, but the commission is 0. Basically, it says all of these terms. There is your commissions are released in 37 days, but there is a need of 2 sales before the commission is done, and this is set over here somewhere in these rules. If that is not done, like if you didn't have 2 sales, then it will take longer because you need to basically two sales to have that paid out. Let me just find it for you. Let me zoom in and see if this. Yeah, we'll only pay after 2 valid sales. Okay, if we receive a chargeback or have to refund after you've been paid, we will add a clawback to your account. Basically, read through this one. It will explain why sometimes there are delays. We want our users to make money, but users sometimes, not you, but sometimes the users that you bring in, they also kind of know to do some things like refunds and things like that, like make a fuss, and then after the refund period they like screaming, shouting, I want a refund. It's just how it works. And I've seen that when selling products myself. Most of the times in the Americans are in kind of culture where they can ask a refund for everything and request a chargeback and things like that. Most of the other countries don't do that normally. Once somebody paid for something, they keep it and resell it somewhere else. But there are different cultures, different things that can come in the way of a delayed payout. Each and every case is different, so you may want to contact support and have them look into this one. If there was a delay, they need to look into it. But as you saw in the rules, it says that the 37 to 42, I believe, was the date range. If it is not paid out in that period of time, please reach out to support. There are people that are that have the job in our company to look after the affiliates, the affiliate manager and the assistants. They are doing that for you. So no worries if you made a commission, if you received emails about that, you'll get paid. Like, that's basically it. I don't really have anything else to say. Where are your previous live recordings saved? All of them are on YouTube, on Groove Video Search, in the Facebook community. We also upload them sometimes. We are redoing our Groove Digital Academy, so these Q&As are not going in there, but YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Groove Video Search, you can find them all there. And also in the help desk, like we are transcribing, like timestamping our Q&As and uploading them to the help desk as well. David, will we be later on copy an entire campaign from landing pages sequence from GrooveMail webinar sequence to another client's portal and charge monthly, basically leasing our funnel? Yes, that's the full-on plan. We plan to create Groove Funnels as the app, which is going to be a funnel mapping, similarly to what you can see in Funnelytics. Very recently, when we did the Imperfect Action Challenge, you saw a lot of screenshots in the community. That was from Funnelytics, where you can put in and map out, like, I want here a landing page, an upsell page, downsell page, and so on. And then you basically put together the whole funnel visually so you can see it. That is being worked on, and it's looking amazing, and it will have all sorts of interesting features. One of these features is going to be that you can export that kind of funnel, where you set up the pages, you set up the products, you set up the emails, you set up basically everything that you really need. You set up the commission structures, and then you can basically sell that funnels to somebody else. Nobody's doing that. Nobody has functionality like that. We will. That's still in the future. We'll still have things to work on in order to achieve that, but that's basically the goal, where we can say, now we did it. It's like, it's going to be a business in a box kind of option that you can create, and it's going to be awesome. Like, visually create your whole funnel, and at the end, once you set everything up, you can just export it and give it to somebody else, or sell it, or I don't know, just do awesome stuff. So that's for the future. Yeah. Is it possible to replicate the Shopify store to GrooveKart, including products? You can import the products and the product descriptions and the information from Shopify. You cannot replicate, like, you cannot import the design, for example. You cannot import the settings for, I don't know, shipping settings and payment settings and things like that. You cannot do that. You cannot import that from Shopify. These are different platforms. GrooveKart has its own way of setting things up, and it's not really created to import settings from other platforms. The product information and the things about the product and the things that you're selling, that is imported nicely. But other things like the design of the pages and things like that, that you cannot import. That's completely separate platforms. We have a page builder in GrooveKart, which is heaps and bounds better than what Shopify does. In Shopify, you cannot really create a page as you want it. You need to have a developer to create a theme for you. Then, and if something goes wrong, they need to update the theme. In GrooveKart, you can just really go into drag and drop certain elements on the canvas and manage that from there. It's much better system. Like, it's like day and night, in my opinion. Is GrooveLog working? Yes, I can log in. I can't log into mine. There's really nothing to log into. If you just click on the GrooveLog button, it just kind of starts to work like GroovePages. If we head over to here, like, you can click on here. So GrooveLog, once you log into your Groove Funnels account, you click over to GrooveLog, add a new blog, and then you just start working. Like, you can go into posts. This is where you create the different posts. Once you go into the post, you can just start typing, adding on images and embedding on things, and adding a video. It's like, it's easy to work with. There is nothing really to install and log into. So, not sure what you're referring to, but at this moment there is no login needed for GrooveLog. I want to ask again, how can I hide an image in mobile but still show it in other devices like desktop? At this moment, the option to hide things on devices is has a bug. It actually doesn't recognize a different device setting. So once you click to hide something, it hides it on all the devices. That is going to be getting a fix deployed next week. We're just doing certain checks. So with the next deployment to GroovePage, that's going to be sorted. Will please define all of the display settings. I actually explained that. I'm not going to define it because it's not important. In GroovePages, you have blocks that have really light fonts on their images. I've tried everything to darken the text, but I can't find a way to do this. I edited the text and colors, but nothing works. Some of those blocks have transparencies on there. So let me just show you. Here we go. So if you go and I believe on a yellow content here. So if I drag this yellow block out and I click on the normal text over here, it has a dark color applied. But over here, this also has the same color applied, but as you can see, the transparency, it's 50%. So if you put it on 0%, it's going to be the same color as the other one. So the transparency is most probably the culprit. You can check that. Most often it is that one. When will GrooveTV come out, or when will we have another Groovathon? We will not do a Groovathon at this moment until we have GrooveStream. GrooveStream is going to be coming out very soon. Once we did the webinar platforms, it's very easy to just manage it so that it doesn't stream to one player to where users need to log in, but to stream to YouTube, Facebook, and things like that. I am saying like it's very easy. I have really no clue how easy it is, but that's what I heard from the people in the company, that once we have a webinar software set up, it's actually not that hard to make it so that it streams live. Once we can stream live, we had big issues with StreamYard. We couldn't control a lot of different things, and it was just like we want to have our own system so that we can do a Groovathon. But yeah, once we have the streaming capabilities, GrooveTV is just very, very short amount of time after that. How do I connect GrooveMember and GrooveKart? You can't at this moment. There would need to be a separate sign-up form from GrooveMail so that you can add people to GrooveKart. So what you can do is you can give I don't know, if you want to create sell memberships as a bonus, sell memberships as something else. At this moment, they are not yet connected. With that will be coming very soon. But when we will have automations that will do that. So if somebody purchased a product in GrooveKart, then add them to a membership. That's coming in the near future. But for now, what you could do is I don't know, set up a digital product maybe with a PDF. Like a PDF will have a link where the user clicks, and it will be just a GrooveMail form which says like I don't know, or even GrooveSell form, even better, GrooveSell form, where you're asking for email, username, password, get access, bam, they're in. So you can create it like that. You create a separate product which will be a digital product. You upload a PDF with a link in the middle of the PDF. There's just going to be like a document. You upload that document. Once somebody clicks on that link, the sign up form will open up where it's asking for email, username, password. They need to fill this up, and then they will get access directly to GrooveMember. At this moment, as I said, later on we'll have automation that will handle that. Ding, ding, ding. By the form container, I think the problem may be at the configuration, what we fill on the input ID, input name, which command we have to fill, F name, first name, and so on. Phone tell, which one isn't the right command. It depends on which integration we use. Yes, Christian. So every integration has its own kind of system to define these form fields. Like for example, in I believe MailChimp, there is just a name. If you type in name, it's going to collect the full name. In Avabar, I believe it's full underscore name or full name. In other platform, it may be also F name or first name will be the F name, or like it's really depending on the platform and how they set it up. My suggestion, if you would like to not be bogged down by a lot of these things, if you're just collecting the basic information like the name and email, just use the integrations that are integration element that are provided to you in the elements tab. So in case you click on it, click on the elements over here, you scroll down to the bottom, and if you want to connect the get response form, for example, then you just drag this out. These are already predefined so that you can start using these for your own need. So if it says name, then it's going to be name. If it says email, then it's going to be email. And this is we do our own part so that it starts working as soon as possible when you just drag it out and really connect it with your integration. How do you connect GrooveKart? I believe I answered that one. I have main offer, order bump, upsell, downsell. Do I make a coupon for each? It depends how your funnel is set up. If you have one-click upsells, coupons cannot be entered. Coupon is entered on the product where you want to have it. So not sure how your funnel is set up, but coupons need to be entered in order to be activated. So in case you have a coupon for the main offer, then you can discount that one. For the other offers, for the other order bumps, just duplicate the products and create like a different price point for those, so that it's like a cheaper version that is being sold. I've done over 2 sales long back, David. My question is, I've communicated with John Garcia, asked him why the delay in my payments. I was told they're working on fixing 2 months ago. I still have the issues. I have no clue what is there, so that's not really the place where I can answer these kind of questions. I cannot look into your account. I cannot see what is going on. I cannot have a way of knowing if they already looked into it or they are working on it. Just reach out to them, any update or something like that. I really don't have information about that, and there are people that will know on how to look into it. That's just not me. Follow-up question: how do I make the sign up in GrooveSell? Will I make it in the builder of GrooveKart? No, you need to go to GrooveSell and you create a product for the membership. I believe this is the person that asked about the membership. I would appreciate if you just go to streamyard.com/Facebook, so I will know who you are. At this moment, I cannot see your name and your profile image, so I just really don't know if this is the same person or not. I will answer if it is like the same person who asked about the GrooveMember for fulfillment. You need to go into GrooveSell and create a product in GrooveSell, which will be, I don't know, a membership product. So let's just say you are selling a membership for a course which is called Instant Business in Box. I don't know. It's just something I come up with. Instant Business in a Box will be your product. You set up the price, which is going to be 0. You set up the information you want to ask from the customers once they come to your form. What do they need to fill out? Most probably, like not the address, not the shipping information, things like that. You can skip over, but the name and email and things like that are necessary. So once you set this up, you go step by step. In the GrooveSell checkout or the actual GrooveSell wizard, you go and create a link for that. So you create a page link where you set up also that you're asking for the password and the username. So the users set up their own information to access that membership that you're giving away or selling. So once that's done, they will automatically be like, you can set up the fulfillment in GrooveSell. Step number 8, fulfillment. You need to set up the membership, and then you connect this all together. There is a way you can have a look at the video that does this, not directly with GrooveKart, but in case you go into our YouTube channel and you type in imperfect action challenge module number 4. This is where I talk about product fulfillment. In the product fulfillment here in the timestamps, we have setting up the membership fulfillment. So if you watch this step number 5, how to set up the membership, how to give access levels, and then how to actually set up the fulfillment in GrooveSell. So this is here at 2 hours 30-minute mark. From here until here, it gives you the training on how to set up your membership, and then over basically until here. This is how to set up the membership, and then this part is how to make sure that the fulfillment is set up in GrooveSell. So you can just click on this part and then watch this part where I go through and show what you need to do. So this is the video that I could suggest: imperfect action challenge module number 4, product fulfillment. Is it possible to create tokens instead of username password to give, for example, to guest and grant them access to a membership site created with Groove? I don't know what tokens are. Like, they will need to log in some sort of way. You need to ask for a password, because password is going to be working with their email address. Their email address and the password is needed to log into a membership. You don't really need the username. Username is collected if you're doing, I don't know, if you're selling software, you want to collect username information, then that's used in those cases. In case you also want to create a butterfly marketing system where each and every one of your affiliates will have a Groove account created so that they can access Groove affiliate and get their payments sorted. That is for that. I don't know what tokens are, like little coins or something. I really don't understand what that would be used for, but you really need a password in case you are creating GrooveMember fulfillment. Question: will or can ChatMatic be integrated with GrooveMail? Is there a timeline for that? It will. It is being worked on. It was a question earlier today. My answer on that one was here we go, from Polo. GroovePages and ChatMatic going to be integrated with GrooveMail? Basically, the answer was yes, it's going to come. At this moment, it requires extra work from the ChatMatic side of things and also Groove side of things. We want to integrate it so that there are two ways of communication, so that ChatMatic can send information to us and we can also send information to ChatMatic. So that's being worked on. Okay, let's just double check. With a token, you don't need username, not an email address. We don't work with tokens. It's just the same old username, password, and emails. Okay. Andrew Phillips says, "Hey David, congratulations on your promotion. That's great and so very deserved. Thank you very much. Also very pleased to hear that you're still doing these Q&As. Yes, absolutely. I'm not going anywhere with these. I enjoy this because now when I'm in a position where I can actually do something about things that are questions. So I'm here answering questions. Sometimes these questions are about some things that I still don't know, like different versions of strategies that people are using. Like people want to sell X, Y products with GrooveSell that I have really no clue about. So I learn more about it, and then I can help for the future users on how to do these things. So it helps me learn. It helps me find also things that can be improved with the platform. So like putting an end to this one would be just bad. So I don't plan to stop with these Q&As, and if I do these kinds of things 2 times a week, we're going to get to Q&A number 100 in a year very, very fast. Thank you. We'll check the video. Congratulations. Oh, okay. That was Arv. Congratulations on the promotion. Last question. The form you were saying is the step in GrooveSell product manager. So when you're setting up the product fulfillment, then that is in the product, basically product wizard, where you have step 1, step 2, step 3, and so on. And the step number 8, there is fulfillment. There you need to actually connect the membership, and there you can set that up. So if somebody fills out the form, they get access to a membership. Okay. I'm just scrolling through to see if I missed some questions. There was a question, what about FTC Guardian? I don't know what this relates to. Watching live on TV, commenting from phone. Thank you so much for doing these Q&As. Tyra, thank you very much for being here. I missed your comment, but I appreciate it. Um, I'm definitely watching today. Oh, here's Elliot. A lot to learn here while I get up to speed to the platform. Here you go. So Elliot is the person that is going to be recording the videos. If you've seen any videos in Kartra, I'm pretty confident that he was the one that created it, and they are like really, really good. So we'll have those types of quality videos, and I'm actually looking forward to that one. New here, I initially was able to log in, and I have been going back and forth via email support. Alex responded. I have not been able to log in from the initial sign up few days ago. Then there's no problem with group log. It's an account problem. I don't really know what's the story on that one, so that's not something I would be able to assist with my Q&As here. This requires the support to have a look into your account. Feel free to reach out to them just to bump your ticket up again into their view. If Alexis told you or mentioned that he's looking into it, then that's probably being worked on right now. Is there a bug in the pop-ups in GroovePages? Yes, a couple. When I try to make a pop-up, it just says page already exists. Yes, that has been fixed already. We have a deployment next week, most probably, that is going to sort this out. A question about FTC Guardian was related to the policy group generator topic. Oh yeah, you can do that with FTC Guardian. That you were would it be better alternative at any point in time that free than the free policy generators? Well, to be honest, I haven't really seen any kind of comparison on any of these tools, so I don't really know how it works. Basically, these privacy policies and terms and conditions are legal issues that I don't really want to point to a lot. I was just pointing out some of the tools that are available. FTC Guardian is something that we endorse because we work with them. Alan Cutts and basically our founders are like kind of friends, and they actually work together, and this is why you guys got access to FTC Guardian as a bonus when you signed up to Groove during a certain period of our launch. So yeah, I don't really have a comparison. It is an alternative. You can use that absolutely if you gotten access to it. I don't know if it is better or not. That information I don't really have, but it's legal things. It can be like day and night compared to different things. So I don't really want to say anything that that could get me in trouble. It's legal stuff, so do your own due diligence, as they say, with this legalities. It's always better to just be careful. Anything that is in my opinion, in businesses, if there is money that can be sniffed out, and there somebody can find a loophole to get out money from you in any way, they will try to do it. So these types of pages, like terms and conditions and privacy policies, help with basically putting up barriers so that people cannot get out money from you. That's what it actually does. As a new customer experience manager, are you able to take suggestions on products that create efficiencies across the board for the whole company? I am the product experience manager, but yes, I'm not only taking suggestion, but I want to make sure that we have the best platform that is available. My primary tool that I use on day-to-day basis is the feedback portal. We received thousands of suggestions and feedback and also from the community, but we are trying to divert all of the feedback and any suggestions to the feedback portal. So if it is there, it's getting seen by me, and it's getting into the minds of the devs and the founders as well. Not everything will be actioned. Some of the feedbacks are just, and I will say that, were just pure stupid. Like, there are people asking for just like, I don't want even to say it, but there are some very, very good things that could be done that would make this like huge, make Groove really be amazing and the top platform for anything online. So definitely, I'm taking suggestions. My primary tool is the feedback portal. In case you would like to offer your feedback, your suggestions, head over to the feedback portal. I created more folders for the feedback portal than I should have. As you can see over here, I have GroovePages, GrooveSell, GrooveVideo, GrooveMember, GrooveMail, GrooveBlog, trainings and tutorials, GroovePage templates, GrooveKart templates, integrations, GrooveKart feature requests and bugs, future Groove requests and payment integration requests. So I created these extra folders just to like keep my mind organized as well. For example, future requests, what people are looking for. They're looking for a community platform, a podcast hosting, and an email inbox. Most probably some of these will not be done, but it's still here as an idea that we can action on, because we see that there is feedback and movement. So, and also payment integration, like, there is, most of these will not get done because we have GroovePay, and we'll try to have everything that the users ask for here. So users are looking for African merchants. We can do that through GroovePay most probably. We don't need to integrate with Paystack, for example. So we'll look into solutions on how we can do it ourselves and make Groove better, and not actually Paystack, and not bring money to Paystack, because Groove, we want to do it ourselves. So yeah, there's that. If you have any feedback, if you have any suggestion, feel free to post it here. I'm trying to clean out this feedback portal. I recently closed all the GrooveBlog bugs that were created and updated, and basically there are still some that we need to work on. But at this moment, there is 8 bugs for GrooveBlog that were reported. There's 53 feature requests that we are slowly going towards like completing, and it's just like this is where we communicate about the future of the software. If you have anything that you posted in the Facebook community already, that's probably not the best place for it, and it's not going to be actioned. So there are certain places where things need to be in order to kind of have effect on it. Do you see people using butterfly marketing for physical products, and would it require any changes in the setup compared to digital products? Anton, very good question. Butterfly marketing for physical products is harder, and it's more delayed, and it still requires digital products. Now, let me explain why. When you do butterfly marketing with digital products, you usually fulfill you give access to the content in some sort of digital way, like a membership or something like that. We do memberships. We do things in GrooveMember, which allows you to put up the promo tools and assign people, or basically make them as an affiliate immediately and things like that. And the content is fulfilled in the place where we invite people to share the links. And this is the same with Groove. Like, it's a digital product and it's a communication. People go back to the Groove dashboard, and this is where they get the link as well. This is where they get the content as well, and the products. With physical products, you don't really have a place where you can bring them back to and have them see a link most of the time. So it's harder to do butterfly marketing with physical products. And on the other hand, it requires shipping and storage and inventory and handling tracking and things like that, which is not the fun part of selling. So and also there is a limit to it, because you can sell easily 2 products and 2 million products, the same way, it doesn't require a lot of effort. But when you're selling 2 physical products and 2 million physical products, there's a huge infrastructure that is needed in order to fulfill that. So at this moment, physical products can be sold in a butterfly marketing system. They will not have an effect like when you're selling digital products. And an extra thing is that if you do butterfly marketing for physical products, you still need to have a membership or a place where you bring them and give them their link, and you communicate with them and give them some extras and bonuses and things like that. So it's like you really need a digital presence for your customers. So at this moment, physical products and butterfly marketing don't go really hand in hand. It's possible. It's much harder. It's not going to be as effective as when you're selling digital products, but it's still an option. Yeah. Cool. I have found something that will make the whole Groove family lives much easier. Where can I submit my suggestion? Definitely on the feedback portal. You can tag me. Just type in at whenever you're creating a post at David Lemon, and I can see it there on the feedback portal. I'm unable to save a website in the builder. Right, affiliate mark. I don't really have a way for assisting with that right now. Please open a ticket in the support channel. So support.groovedigital.com. This was reported by a Facebook user on here. I don't really have a way to assist you on that one right now. That would need access to your pages, to your account, and then we can have a look into it. What is happening? Is there any error messages? Is there something happening in the database that is not going through? So please reach out to the support team so they can look into it for you. Need a link for the 416 webinar. This is today, and there is basically a link in the pinned post of this group, of the Facebook group, so you can have it there. If you registered already previously, you should have a link in your email address or in your email inbox. Sorry. There's 2 more questions, and then we're wrapping it up because we do have a webinar with Rich Sheffrin, and Donna Fox said in these words, the training that Rich Sheffrin did blew my socks off. Rich Sheffrin did a training on a mastermind recently, and he's redoing this training only for you guys here for this Groove community. In case you didn't register yet, there's a pinned post in the Facebook community, and you really don't want to miss this. This training is starting in 4 minutes to be exact. Since some of the sites are blocked by the importer, is there a way the tool will pull locally? Basically the platforms where you want to pull the information from is blocking that information. But the importer is not only just copy pasting the code, it's copying and converting it to our own builder's language. So this is the issue. We really need our importer to bring it from those platforms, convert it, and make it usable in our platforms. That's something that is not possible right now, but with ClickFunnels, most probably you're talking about that. My questions pertain more to Groove Asia and promoting Groove to other countries. When someone from another country signs up for the lifetime account, does the payment processing allow them to convert to their own country's currency? No. Will it be standard $13.97 for every country, or will it fluctuate depending on the country? It is not fluctuating, but the pricing is getting increased. The best price point for each country. I would love to see on each Groove Asia sign up page drop-down button at the top for the person signing up to pick a language. I don't see the whole thing. Jenny, reach out to Simon Leong. He also does live streams almost every second day, and you can ask about this for Groove Asia, more specifically to him. At this moment, there is not a lot of information that I know of how it will be the sales process on that, but we will probably not have a different price point for each and every country, because that would make it silly. Then the people would be able to price shop around. So not sure what's the process, but Simon would be able to answer that. So, ladies and gentlemen, there is 2 minutes until this webinar with Rich Efron. If you want to have your socks blown off and basically show you the way on how to actually make sales and be taught by the, as they say, the coach of coaches, then Rich Efron is coming live for you in just 1 minute. So open your email inboxes and log into GoToWebinar, because we are starting very shortly. So hopefully I'll see you there. Thank you very much for being here today. Have a great weekend and see you hopefully on Tuesday.